Shingle. Daddy, can we do the tiny one?
All right, it is our main deadlift day today. We got a top single today. What do I want to say? You know, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Let's just start pulling. Before I show the top set, welcome to my channel. My name is John Mahaffey. I've been powerlifting for 5 years now. I'm kind of an amateur powerlifter, coach, enthusiast, whatever you want to call it. So basically, if you're new to the channel, my main thing here is normal training. And to me, normal training looks different than yours. And I think that's kind of what makes it normal. So I like to push a lot of stuff here of like just what normal training looks like. And that could mean normal equipment. You know, I work out in my garage gym. I'm married. I have a full-time job. I have kids. So my schedule changes. Things change. I do all my own programming, which updates, you know, week to week sometimes. So a lot of that to me showcases like just what normal really is. And that a lot of the times for a lot of people is a lot of change. It's a lot of things updating and changing, you know, things looking different week to week, day to day, month to month, whatever. I really want to show that in this channel and be more transparent when it comes to this stuff, because I really wish more lifters that were advanced lifters, you know, more like professional lifters, power lifters, whatever it is, I wish they were more transparent with how their day-to-day really affected their training and life. And sometimes it's hard to put in perspective when you are trying to juggle a wife and kids and a full-time job and powerlifting and, you know, all that stuff. So I really want to show this in this channel. I really wanted to be transparent when it came to my programming, my changes in programming, my training in general, my day-to-day kind of stuff, and how it can really impact me or not impact me. So if you like this stuff, subscribe to my channel, helps me out a ton. Liking the video helps me out a ton. I really want to grow the channel just to showcase more of what normal day-to-day training really can be like for, I think, 99% of lifters. My day may look different than yours, but at the end of the day, I think the fact that there's something different for you than what is for me is what makes it normal. And I want to be very transparent with what makes my day normal. So let's get back to the workout and let's see what we can do in this top set. Well, I'm not saying that is perfect, but sumo is definitely feeling a lot better. I feel like my form is finally starting to like take shape, and I'm starting to like fall into like the right position, or at least like the same position. Again, I'm not saying it's perfect. I still got a ton of work to do with technique wise with sumo, but because honestly, sumo is very technical. I feel like it takes a while to figure out where you need to be at, like what the pocket is for you. You know, especially what exactly is that perfect, you know, perfect start position for you that leads to, you know, decent strength off the floor, a good lockout, doesn't put you in a weird position, you don't lose balance, whatever, for sure. That takes a ton of time. I don't feel like I'm in like the perfect groove per se, but I'm in like that pocket. I'm in that realm of it, at least for me, to where things feel pretty decent as I pull. I don't feel like, you know, my hips are higher or one set, lower. My back's a little bit more rounded, not rounded at all. The next set, I don't feel like I'm pulling from a different spot, like more midfoot, more back on my heels, more on my toes. I feel like pretty much most of these sets are pretty much exactly the same, which is what we want. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Again, not perfect. I still got a ton of work to do. Don't get me wrong, but I think a lot of the work that I have to do is small, like nuanced stuff. Like maybe I need to adjust hip height by like an inch, half an inch type of thing. It's not like it used to be to where I'm too far over the bar. My hips aren't low enough at all. My hips are way too high. I'm way too far over the bar. I'm way too far behind the bar. I feel like I'm finally starting to feel like that. It's no longer like doing this. You know, I'm no longer on this side or, you know, this extreme or this one. It's more like I'm finally like leveled off to where I can kind of bobble here of like what needs to actually be done. So very happy with it. Let's do some back offs. I talked about in the last video or two video, I don't know, a couple of videos ago about confidence and just like the confidence I have in bench, right? And like what that means. And to me, confidence is like, especially when it comes to like and anything really. But it's usually in the context of like powerlifting. You know, I'm not like cocky in my bench, so I don't think that I'm gonna, because I think cockiness comes with a bit of like delusion almost, where like I'm not in the mindset that I'm gonna come in and hit some wild PR on bench, and that I'm gonna, you know, surprise myself and surprise everybody else with how much I can bench. That to me is cocky. That's not confidence. Confidence to me is like, bench is, honest to God, through programming and even when it comes into the meet, it's like an afterthought. My bench is kind of like, it's there. I know what I can do. I know what I'm probably going to hit. I know how hard I can push myself in it. And that's that. And it's as simple as that. I think that is confidence. The confidence is the fact of, I have some reservations about what I think I might be able to do on deadlift if everything goes the way that it should. You know, I have a bit of cockiness with my squat because I do feel like I could probably come in and maybe I do feel a little delusional with my squat because I do feel like, well, maybe I'll end up hitting something that I don't even expect that I'm gonna hit. But there's a little bit of uncertainty with my squat and deadlift. One on a more positive note, one on probably a more negative note of the uncertainty. Bench is pretty much like, I know what I'm gonna do. I know I'm gonna come in, I know I'm gonna execute, I know I'm gonna do what I have to do. I know I'm gonna do what I should do, and what I should do is what I plan to do. Does that make sense? Like, the confidence is the fact of, I know that I'll walk into the meet with a plan on bench, and in my head right now, it is 98% gonna be successful on whatever I come up with at that time. I just need to be realistic, obviously, when the plan comes. But that's like the confidence of it, of I'm confident that I can come up with a plan that is successful. For me to go 3 for 3 on bench, you know, for me to hit a platform PR, maybe hit a gym PR. Let's just see how the end of the prep goes. But that's just the confidence of like, let's just see how this goes type of thing. It'll be there. Whatever's there is there. But honestly, a lot of that came from years, and I'm not saying that I don't have a lot of room to get stronger in my bench. I absolutely do. I absolutely would love to. I'd love to bench more than 3 plates. But definitely, it's just like this stuff right here, to me, is what built that confidence. It was the fact that I could come in and I could go, today I need to do some 3x4, 225. And there's been plenty of days where I don't want to hit 225 for a 3x4 or for a 3x5 or for a 4x5 or for whatever it was. There's plenty of dates where I look at the weight, especially on bench, and I'm like, dude, I'm already beat up. I don't feel like it. And there's a difference between I need to auto-regulate and drop the load, and I just don't feel like it because it's going to suck. And every time that I've told myself this is going to suck and still push through it when it came to bench, I've always looked out. It always has panned out better and better and better. At this point, 225 is moving the best in my entire life that it ever has. I'm taking 225 out for pretty much every single, like, back off, every single, you know, for everything, basically. For all my back off sets, for all my, you know, my secondary movements, my thirds, my fourth, my whatever. So I feel like the confidence was built just brick by brick, man. Coming in and laying down these bricks every day of bench. I mean, you can't. All right, let's finish this workout out here with, we're gonna do some belt squats. I said it last time, and I'll say it again to really drive my point home. This is the hardest form of belt squats that I think I've done. You know, when I used to train at a gym, they had like a Rogue, I think it's called like the Rhino belt squat. And that thing as well was pretty hard. But I gotta be honest with you, these are absolutely miserable. That weight is such dead weight. There is no leverage to it at all. And it is, like most belt squats, pulling a bit forward. But with the attachment that I have, man, I mean, it absolutely just pulls you like pretty close to straight down. Very hard belt squat variation. At this point, I don't even know how many reps I'm doing. I don't really care. All I'm trying to do here mostly, just to really drive my point home, is not to squat as much as it is to carry over to my deadlift. So I kind of want to use the same pattern, if that makes sense. But then we're gonna do some of these like pullovers. But I just want to preface this with somebody, random guy on the internet, made sure to remind me that this is not tough. So check out these not so tough pullovers that I'm doing, because I just find it funny. I don't know, whatever. And then we're gonna do some cable abduction, just because we need to get some work on our adductors, because we're using them more in our squats as we widen it out, and we're gonna use them obviously in our sumo. So, but I think that's pretty much all I got for today's video. If you like these types of videos and you like this, like my video, helps me grow, honestly, a ton. Subscribe to my channel. You can watch these videos. I post them 4 times a week as I train and as we get closer to this meet. So any of that stuff, really, honestly, it helps. I appreciate it. God bless you if you do any of those. But that's the end of the video. There's no outro, so it'll just cut off.